Here's a quick look at the market through the eyes of eMiniDayTrader. We're looking here, as we always like to do, which is to take a look at these market profiles. This is today's market and volume profile, and this was what occurred yesterday. The one in the middle there, around this red square rectangle, is the overnight action. So we like to divide them off to get a better handle on the condition of the market. We were mentioning yesterday that we'd probably find support either at 31 or 27 or even lower at 25. The market really found the support around 31 today, and you can see that overnight it mostly just continued in the sideways action, and then in the early regular trading hours had a bit of a boost up. So very tight range, though. I think it was only like a 5-6 point range. Yeah, 5.75 point range today. So a very quiet day, and it's still able to be nicely profitable. So we always like to look at those profiles to get a better handle of what we think the condition of the market is. What you're looking at here are the market profiles from the regular trading session only, and we also use those to help us gauge the condition of the market. And so here's our software right here. You can see a lot of back and forth today. You can see here that area of around 31 that we were anticipating as quite possibly a support area did hold nicely. As you can see, it was only early in the day that it dipped below it, and that was rejected quite quickly. And then, as you can see here, on 1, 2, 3 different occasions, it came down and hit that 31, and of course in each time it had a nice move higher. And so what we ended up with 3 trades today, and our first trade was off of this deceleration. As you can see, this bar right here was a combination of a diamond and a triangle, so we got long on that and had a nice move higher here. So that was a nicely profitable trade for us, able to hold on to that right through up to the high here. And it did move 3 points in our favor, so we're able to take a 0.75 on the final partial. Of course, the way we like to manage our trades is we exit 1/2 of our position at +3 ticks, 1/4 of our position at +6 ticks, and then we use our software here to manage the final partial or the final 1/4 position. And this can be traded, doesn't matter how many contracts you're trading. It's just a general protocol that we like to use for our trade management, and that can obviously be adjusted for those traders as they work more with us to kind of refine it for their own particular trading style. And so that was our first trade. So that was trade number 1. It was a long one there. As the market rallied up here, we did get long up in this area. We ended up by only holding this, and it did reach our first objective, and so we ended up getting stopped out here for a break even on that trade. So our second trade of the day was a break even trade. It did reach our first objective, and we were then stopped out for that equal amount on the second half of our position. As the market sold off, we got short in here. It did bounce against us, but it still held us in the trade and moved down here a little over 2 points in our favor, and so easily hitting our first 2 objectives, and also a profit on that of 3 ticks on the final partial position, or final 1/4 of our position. I just want to make a note here that we've had quite a few people saying, well, look at you, you got these other markers in here, these other diamonds and triangles and so forth, but you don't seem to use them all. Well, that's true, because all of our trades are set up and then triggered. And so this particular trade did have the requirements of a setup to get into it. None of the other trades or none of the other diamonds and triangles here were in a location that actually offered a trigger to get into a trade. So we are only using them in conjunction with a proper setup. So that just want to make that clear, so that all of our trades really have a 2-part to it. That's a setup and a trigger. And this is one of our triggering mechanisms, but if it doesn't have its corresponding setup, then it's not used for a trade. So those are our 3 trades for today. Third one was nicely getting short in here and having the market move down. So just a sort of a side note here, we've had 6 trades so far. 5 or 6 are either winners or break even. The only loser we've had so far is for -2 ticks. We've had a net 50 ticks for $625 on our model account of 4 contracts so far this year for the first 3 trading days. So even though today, and we're sort of blowing our own horn on this one, just because when you take a look at today, it's just such a small range day. It's less than a 6-point range, and yet we were able to have 2 very nicely profitable trades and 1 break even. So our system really does define the auction process and have trades in a corresponding manner. So if you have any questions or comments, we'd love to hear from you. Just get a hold of us there at info@eMiniDayTrader.com, and we'll get back to you right away. If you'd like to take a look at the software or have any other questions, we encourage you to get a hold of us. So thanks for taking the time to view the video, and we're looking tomorrow for the same kind of support area in around 31. If it can hold below that, it's certainly possible it could come back down to hit the 27 area. So that's really what we're looking at tomorrow, but still maintaining the upward bias. And of course, the one thing that will come out tomorrow is the jobless claims, and obviously the jobless claims could have a bearing in how the market reacts. So be careful of that. So that'll be it for today, Wednesday, January the 6th, 2010.